So, fellow Kenyans, to avert a national health crisis, and upon the advice of the National Security Council and the Council of Governors, and also in keeping with the recommendations of the National Emergency Response Committee on COVID-19, I today hereby issue the Public Order Number 2 of 2021 on the coronavirus pandemic as follows. Number 1, that fully conscious that 70% of Kenya's reported cases of COVID-19 have been recorded in the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru. These counties are individually and collectively declared a disease-infected area. That there shall be a cessation of all movement by road, rail, or air into and out of the disease-infected area as one zoned area comprising of the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru, effective midnight tonight, therefore meaning effective Saturday, the 27th of March 2021, until otherwise notified. In line with the directive on public gatherings, including social gatherings, the following measures are to come into effect commencing midnight Friday, the 26th of March 2021. That the operations of bars is suspended in the counties of Nairobi, Machakos, Kajiado, Kiambu, and Nakuru. Similarly, the sale of alcohol in restaurants and eateries in the 5 counties is prohibited until further notice. That all restaurants and eateries in the counties of Nairobi, Machakos, Kajiado, Kiambu, and Nakuru shall provide takeaway services only. That the operations of bars and restaurants and eateries in the other 42 counties shall continue as is, but they shall at all times be conducted in strict fidelity to the Ministry of Health guidelines, failure to which appropriate action against management, staff, patrons, and premises shall be taken. With respect to education in Kenya, there shall be an immediate suspension of all ongoing physical learning in all our education institutions, including universities and tertiary and vocational colleges, other than for candidates sitting for their examinations and those in medical training institutions until otherwise notified. That all sporting activities are hereby suspended. Similarly, operations of sporting and recreational facilities, including members' clubs, are suspended until it is otherwise directed. That all physical and in-person as well as congregational worship in all places of worship in the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru stands suspended until otherwise notified. That in regard to the other 42 counties, in-person worship and congregational worship shall continue to be conducted in keeping with the 1/3 rule and in accordance with the guidelines of the Interfaith Council. That the hours of the ongoing nationwide curfew are revised to commence at 8 p.m. and end at 4 a.m. in the zoned area that I have just mentioned of Nairobi, Kiambu, Kajiado, Machakos, and Nakuru. And in the rest of the country, it shall remain at from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. as is currently the case. This again shall be effective as of midnight tonight, and that is Saturday the 27th day of March 2021. That in light of the abuse of curfew passes and exemptions and its role in the steep increase in infections, the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, jointly with the Ministry of Health, is directed to immediately review the protocols for reissuance of curfew passes and exemptions, and in that regard, in the intervening period, all issued passes are hereby vacated.